Hey, me, Grandpa. Like what you see? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe then. Please touch my furs.
Hello everyone. I got a great game for you today. I just checked it out. It was sort of came out of the blue. I guess I was following it, but it kind of just popped up randomly, and I haven't seen many other people talking about it. This one's called Overhaul. It's sort of a puzzly, Sudoku-y roguelite. I guess it's the only way I can really describe it. Sort of simple, but also devastatingly frustrating with how much it can rack your brain at moments, I think. Really easy to learn, but it does have a pretty long kind of storyline going on here, I think. But anyway, let's check out the game. I'm gonna hit continue, so we're actually continuing my save file here, because there are some permanent upgrades, and I won't really get into it at this moment because it's probably too much to pick up on. But essentially, you're faced with different sized grids, and they're usually 3x3 or 4x4. And the simple thing that you just need to know is that numbers cannot intersect horizontally or vertically. And that's about it. That's all you need to know. They do have the only other rule set I see here. These arrows always point to a smaller number. Thus how we were able to figure out this has to be 3 into 2 into 1 right there. I don't need to go too fast at first, but there are some rooms that are timed. And then you just use your logic after that to figure it out afterwards. And you get some, these are things like abilities for the run that we can use. So the 18, 12, and 0, that's how many seeds you need to put down before the ability is ready. Safety mark. Do I remember what a safety mark is? I don't think I do. So I'm gonna take the heal. So every time I put down 12 seeds, it'll allow me to heal again. This was not available at the start of my new save. It's something I got after completing a couple runs, I guess we'll call them, something like that. And these doors indicate the difficulty. So blue, you can see like there's one little flag. On the right, red is 4 flags. This is 3. We'll start off easy while I'm still explaining the game here. So this room is timed, so I have to rush. So we have a 4 and a 3. And the controls are pretty simple. You can see in the bottom left what size seed I'm selecting, and then you just put them down, and that's all it is. So a 3 can't go here. 3 could go there. I might fail this one. 4 into 3, that's possible. It can't be 3 into 2. So I think it has to be 4 into 3. Into 2, then that means 4, 2, 3. So this has to be 1. This has to be 2, because that's all that's left there. So this has to be, only 4 and 3 are left in this row, so that has to be that. This has to be 2 into 1. You can see the red outline growing smaller and smaller. So this has to be 4. It looks like we got it. Into 3. And then it's 2 and 1. And now our healer's ready. You can see it's charged up now. We don't need that really. Why don't we do some more easy rooms for now? Because the harder rooms, there's actually some action premise behind it. It's not all just slow puzzle based. There's things going on around you that interrupt your puzzle making, essentially. So we have 2 separate grids now. They don't interact with each other, though, so it's pretty straightforward here. That has to be 3. This has to be 1. This has to be 1, then 2. There's a few things I've picked up in terms of patterns. Like in the 3x3 grids, there's always one diagonal line of the same number. Which way it goes, is not positive right away, though. This could be 3 into 1 or 2 into 1, right? It could be either. Can't it? I believe it can. Well, we know this has to be 2, which means this has to be 3 into 1. Right? No, it doesn't have to be. Okay, well, we know this has to be 1, which means this has to be 3. Okay, now I know that's 1, 2, 2, 3. Sometimes I miss the obvious, you know? All right. Let's see. Let's do a green room. Well, I mean, I can't do a blue room, which are the easiest. All right, so this plant over here will shoot lasers at us. I can duck behind the thing in the bottom right to block it, or I can dig it up continuously to avoid it. So let's do this. That looks good. So now this tells me that has to be 2, 3, 1. Nice and quick. We like it.
It's over.
Small chance to get a withered mark when healing a full life. Okay, let me move my face. Actually, because you're not seeing the cards I'm picking up. And the cards are sort of what powers you up for the run. I still don't know all the terminologies, honestly. This is like a shop. Grants 10 watts, which is also the meta currency, I think. I believe. 28 watts to get an all-star mark. Gives a health, power, velocity, chrono, and withered mark all at once. Yeah, so that's what I mean. The terminology, some of them are still lost to me. I've been playing for like a couple hours, but I'm really interested in where the game's going. Okay, so this has to be 4 because there's a 3 on the right side over there. Even though it's separated here, it's all the same grid. It's just a 4x4 grid. If I get close to these green plants here, they'll throw out saw blades at me. So this then has to be 3. Or rather, this has to be 1. This will throw bananas at me if I don't keep digging it up. There's a lot of things meant to interrupt your train of thought, is how I would describe it. Which might seem so frustrating at first, but it's all part of the gameplay experience, no doubt. 4 and 3. So 1 has to be here, here. So 1 has to be here or here. We know that much. And 1 has to be here or here. That doesn't help me. 2 and 1. No. What about 3? I'm a little lost here, actually. It has to do with this, no doubt. I mean, it could be 3. 3 can go here or here, as far as I can tell. It can also go here or here. What am I missing here? I feel like I'm really missing something. This could be 2 or 4, right? This is one of those instances where I'm gonna feel stupid afterward or something, I feel. This could be 2 or 1. 4, 3. 3 and 1. Am I out of my mind? This could be 4 into 2. Could be 3 into 2 also, though, still. As far as I can tell. So wait, this has to be 2. It can't be 1 or 3. Okay, so this has to be 2. Okay. Progress, finally. That has to be 4. Because 1 could not be placed there. Okay. So if that's 4... What does that mean now? 4 could be here. Could be here. Could be here. Could be here. So could 3. What about the 2 then? 2 can only go here. I'm pretty sure. Right? Because that's the only place in that row that 2 can go now. Yeah. Come on, plant. I'm trying to concentrate over here. 4 and 3. 4, 2, 1. So this has to be 3. Believe then 2 can't go over there, so this has to be 2. So now then we know that that's 4, that's 3, that's 1, and that's 4. It took a lot more thinking than I would have guessed. Staying on slow ground for 3 seconds heals 1 HP, so slow ground will appear every now and then. You want to try out a 3 puzzle here? I don't know why that one's so hard. Okay, so these things will shoot at you when you drop a seed most of the time. This is a 5x5 puzzle. I don't think I've actually seen this before. Oh dear God. So we only have 5 and 3 left here. And we know 5 can't go here because something has to be greater than it. So 5 has to be down here. 3 has to be there. So this is either 4 or 5. Has to be 5 because there's a 4 on the left. So there's only 2 and 1 left over here. On the top row, rather. There's only 1 and 3 here. So 1 has to be here. 3 has to be there. Usually if you put a seed down in the wrong spot, it'll hurt you. Sometimes it'll just kind of give you a warning. I guess if you put just something down randomly in the wrong spot, it's okay. But if you put 2 intersecting ones wrong, then you get damaged, maybe. There's no time limit in this room. Okay, so we got 3 and 1 left in the bottom. So this actually has to be 3. Means that's 1. Okay. 1 can't go there. 1 can either go... 1 can only go over here, and these 2. 1 actually has to go here. Oh. 1 has to go there. Oh. Okay. Because there was only 2 spaces left for 1, 3 spaces left for 1. And there was only 1 space in this top row left for it. So put the 2 here. A lot of Sudoku things kind of coming in here. If you don't know, I do have a TikTok. And my last like 20 uploads were like TikTok related Sudoku related videos. I kind of gave it up for now because it was a lot of work to do it. I did have fun with it though, but I had to concentrate on the other things. Let's see. 3, 1 and 2 can't go there. What can go here? It can't be 1, 2, 4. Could be 3 or 5 still. So 3 and 5. 3 can't go on the left, so 3 has to go here. 5 has to go there then. What's left here? 2 and 4. So 2 has to go here. 4 has to go there. This is 3 and 5. 3, 5. Then this has to be 4. This has to be 5. Ooh. All right, what do we get out of this? Getting hit by a falling mark grants severed mark once per room. Should we do the 4 strength one now? Let's go for it. So these things will shoot at me, but... Oh, we also have a bunch of bananas in the room that'll also shoot at me. Okay, concentrate here. I have the heal. Oh my god. We're focused, we're ready. Okay, so 4... Could be 2 into 1. There's also hot lava on the top there. That could be 4 into 1. It can't be 3 or 2, so this has to be 4, as far as I can tell. Yeah, I tried to get it. Can I use my heal now then? This can't be 2, this has to be 1, which means this has to be 2. Oh. This has to be 1, because that's the only thing smaller than 2. Oh my gosh. This has to be... What does that have to be? Not much. No, this has to be 3. Because 1 can't go there. It has to be 4. I don't have my heal up. I'm about to die. Let's do a 1. That has to be 4. Not the bananas! Oh my gosh. So... I still got a lot of questions about the game, and I can't explain everything that happens, to be honest. But you can see the bananas are really hard to work around. There's probably ways you can do it. Now, what's the benefit of going to the harder rooms? That's the big question I haven't actually resolved quite yet here. But I think this is a good starter video that's like 15 minutes long to give you the idea of how the game works. And I've been really enjoying it. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to watch it, and I'll be sure to make more because I'd love to play some more. All right, thank you all so much. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the deal, and I'll check you out in the next video. Bye, everybody.